Hey guys, welcome to my first video on this channel. I've always been a big fan of the Fallout series and just want to go over a quick theory that I found that hasn't really been talked about much anywhere on YouTube, at least that I could find. If you guys can find any other videos on this topic, then comment them below. So a lot of this information came from Reddit and other forums, so all credit to them for piecing this together. So what I think really started this theory was this first piece of evidence. Just outside of Novak, there's a marked location named Wrecked Highwayman. This is obviously a reference to the Chosen One's car from Fallout 2 that you could repair and drive around the map with throughout the game. Now like I said, this is right outside of Novak, which is why I think that many people started taking a closer look at the residents of this town, as it could have been the Chosen One's last location ever. Now let's break down all the details on why people think it's Noonan. So Fallout New Vegas takes place 40 years after Fallout 2, which would make Nobark around the same age as the Chosen One, which would be somewhere around his 60s, depending on your player's age in Fallout 2, which shows us that this theory is definitely possible and not just crazy. So in Novak, you come across a pistol by the name of That Gun. It is almost identical to the Fallout 2 pistol that the protagonist uses, called the .223 pistol. It looks identical in terms of looks at least. This pistol is only obtainable in Novak, which just adds to the theory. Why can you only get it here? Perhaps Nobark left it laying around after he crashed his Highwayman car, and Cliff, the store owner of the gift shop, has kept it ever since to just sell for a crazy high price. Who knows? Now let's move on to a bit more information about Nobark himself. First off, what we know about him is that he's been stung multiple times by rad scorpions in the skull, which would explain some of his craziness, but it also explains why he doesn't remember much about the events of Fallout 2 and how important he truly is to the Fallout universe. One of the things he mentions on air with Mr. New Vegas is learning magic from a talking cave rat, which is something the Chosen One comes across in Fallout 2, at least the talking rat part.
Don't you laugh at me. I know a spell that'll make you show your true form. Cave rat taught it to me.
He also says that Benny was trying to stay hidden away from aliens that could only see in black and white checkers. Many people think he is talking about the aliens from Fallout 1 and 2 called Wanamingos, I believe it's pronounced, because they were alien-like creatures which had horrible vision and had no actual eyes. These creatures went extinct 40 years ago as the Chosen One killed the Queen in Fallout 2, which is why it'd be a weird specific creature to remember from that long ago, unless you had such a memorable encounter with them, such as literally being the reason they're extinct now. Another detail that adds to this theory that I don't think matters too much, but I thought it was worth mentioning, is that his house is going to have lots of Enclave propaganda, which he might have gotten from the Enclave's oil rig at the end of Fallout 2. But who knows about that one. Now on to the last bit of evidence. You can play Caravan with him a lot, and the oddest part is he'll always have 1,000 caps or more ready to go, no matter what. Where did he get this? From his adventures throughout Fallout 2 most likely, and that's why I think Nobark Noonan is definitely the Chosen One. Prove me wrong. Now if you talk to a few of the residents around Novak, they will say that Nobark hasn't been in Novak for a long time and grew up there. You know what I think it is? He used his unlimited source of bottle caps and paid everyone off to hide his identity. He's 100 IQ, and his level 10 intelligence definitely shows that and proves this all. Let me know what you guys think about this fun theory. If you enjoyed this, remember to subscribe and like. If you have any other ideas to cover, then comment below, as I solely made this channel to just go over this theory, to be honest. So I'd appreciate any ideas. Thanks guys for watching. Have a good night.